Guys, this is Tarun from Miners Gateway. First of all, sorry for the loud noise. These fans are running at its maximum speeds. You know, this is a tour of my mini farm that I have where I'm mining Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. So stay tuned in this video so that I can show you the settings that I'm using for mining Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. I'll see you in a bit. This is my first system that I built. This is mining Ethereum. So this has two 1660 Supers and three 1660 Ti's and one Gigabyte RX 3060 version 1. Then the next one that I have is another. This is my second mining rig. This has one 1660 Ti, one 1660 Super, and four RTX 2060s. And the third mining rig is mining Ethereum Classic. This one has GTX 1650, two GTX 1050 Ti, and one RTX 360 RS Elite, which is an LHR card. And the next mining system that I have is again mining Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. This one has two Asus TUF 1650, one MSI 1050 Ti, and one MSI RTX 3060, which is an LHR again. So hey guys, we are back. So hope you guys had a look at the farm. Right now we are back on the Hivo screen, so this is what I would like to showcase. So I have two farms and one additional farm of a friend that I'm managing. At this point of time, let's go through Ethereum rigs that I'm using at this here. So one system that I have is ETH1, which is running two 1660 Supers and three 1660 Ti's and an RX 3060, which is running on MiniZ miner. Here are the overclocks that you see on that I've applied for each of those cards. Typically, I'm getting a very good efficiency on this at a power consumption of 75 watts. I do know that we can't go by the software reading that we have. For this, I do have a watt meter which actually calculates everything, and also I also have each of these machines connected to a smart plug that actually gives me accurate reading of the power consumption for each rig. So this is one of the rigs which is a mixed rig, and at this point of time it is doing close to about 190 plus mega hash, right? And the second rig that I have that is mining Ethereum is the 2060 rig. This is also a mixed rig, and this has one 1660 Ti and one 1660 Super, and the rest of them are all 2060 machines that you're seeing here. And I have this also runs pretty efficiently. So there you see that there is one of the fans erroring out. But even though if the fan errors out, I see that the miner restarts and it continues to mine. But only thing is, it does not give out the fan reading. Apart from that, it does not give out the voltage reading for that. But apart from that, I don't see any other issues on my rig. And if you look at it, right, I am doing about 31.26 mega hash in and around that range for the RTX 2060. And this is the most stable I could get. One exception being is this Gigabyte card of the 2060, which actually does a lot more better since it has the Samsung memory on it, and it does about 33.27 mega hashes. So this is how it has been set up. So to go through the overclocks.
For the Zotac cards, I am using absolute core clock of 1100 and memory clock of 2300 with the power limit of 125. For the 1660 Ti, I am using absolute core clock of 1050 and 2230, the power limit of 90. And for the Samsung one, I am using 1135 and 2300 at a power limit of 125. For the 1660 Super, since it comes with the Hynix memory and it needs to, the memory should be underclocked, or you need to enter a negative value here. So I'm running at 930 and minus 1004. So this at 71 watts gives me about 31.79 megahashes. I have not flashed any of my 1660 Super to the latest BIOS, MSI BIOS. The reason being is I know that it unlocks about 34 megahash from these cards. One of the reasons being is I rather have this running at its stock than taking a risk of flashing the BIOS and risking the card. And another reason is these cards are still under warranty, so I would not like to invalidate the warranty on any of these cards, just in case things go wrong with any one of these cards. So that is the reason I've remained at the stock settings for these cards. Now the next machine is this particular one, which is actually mining Ethereum Classic, but I have an RTX 3060 LHR, which I'm running on NB Miner, which I'm getting 34.85 megahash with zero rejected shares, and it has been doing pretty well for itself. Even though I've set a power limit of 120, it consumes approximately about 95 watts and runs pretty cool as well. The core clocks is set to about 140 absolute 1430 absolute core clock, and the memory clock of 2550. So this gives me pretty decent. It gives me a fine balance between efficiency and the megahash, even though it is an LHR card. The next card is in my other farm, which is a mixed rig. Which this is the rig that I rotate between different coins, which is like sometimes based on what I want to mine. I use these cards to mine Ravencoin, sometimes Flux, and sometimes Ethereum Classic. Right now, I'm currently mining Ethereum Classic and Ethereum. In this also, I have three 4GB cards. One is the Asus TUF GTX 1650. I have two of those cards, and one MSI 1050 Ti, which is which has the Samsung memory again. And one strange thing that I have noticed with this Asus TUF cards is how much ever I overclock, I am not able to get the memory overclocking right. If you have any suggestions or feedbacks on this, please do mention that in the comments below, and do let me know if there are any alternatives or workarounds to improve on the mega hash. Because if you look at my other farm, I have this 1650 from Galax, which is actually doing about 18.88 mega hash. And this particular the best part about this particular card is it does not need a 6-pin connector here. It draws power out of the PCI Express X16 slot or the riser that it is sitting on. Whereas the Asus TUF card has a 6-pin power connector, and it has a dedicated 6-pin power connector. So basically it is connected with the 6-pin is connected to the riser, as well as there is a splitter that actually connects to the power port of the 1650 card. So here I am not able to get more than 15.13 mega hash, and how much ever I push the memory or the core, I post 1900 or anything above 125, both of these cards start giving me problem and I run into stability issues. Coming back to the same rig, here I have a second LHR card, which is an RTX 3060. I have replicated the same settings from my other rig, and I'm approximately getting the same mega hash of 34.63 here as well at 93 watts consumption, though the power limit is set to 120. So at this point of time, this is how my mining farm looks, and of course, I can show you my friend's mining rig as well. He's running on 1660 supers, 6 of them, and they are also doing around the same. So I've used the same overclocks here as well. I'm getting about 31.88 mega hash at core at 930 and memory at minus 1004, and the power limit is set to 80 here, and I'm getting consistent results here with these cards. As you guys are aware that 1660 Ti's and 1660 Supers are some of the best cards um, that, that are there available in the market for mining Ethereum. And though they are 6 GB cards at this point of time, apart from the AMD Radeon RX 6600 and the 6600 XT, the next most efficient cards are the 1660 Supers and the 1660 Ti's, right? This is something that this is, if you want to start getting into mining, this is one card. This is one card that I would highly recommend that you use, because you will not run into any kind of stability issues once you get the overclocking right on these cards, right? So these are one of the best, some of the best cards to mine with at this point of time. And also do keep in mind that these overclock settings are specific to my cards. After a lot of researching and looking up for information online is what I was able to conclude, and some of my own research that I've put in here to find the sweet spot for each and every card. I was able to come up with these overclock settings, and they have been working very well for me. But please do your own research and see what best suits for you, and apply those overclock settings. For any questions or information on what overclock settings needs to be used, please do mention in the comments below. I will try to respond to you as quickly as I can on your queries, and I'll try to respond to each and every query that might come across on the comment section. So apart from that, that's all I have for today's video. I would like to keep it short. One last point that I would like to make is I am not mining to any non-custodial wallet. Rather, I'm mining to a custodial wallet, that is Binance, and from Binance I am transferring it to WazirX for my when I need to cash out my cryptocurrencies. So I have, if you do not have any account in Binance or WazirX, I have put the links in the description. You can use that to sign up into Binance and WazirX. These are referral links, so I would stand to benefit out of them. So please feel free to use them. You can use them, or you can actually log into Binance directly, and you can register there as well. So there is no hard and fast rule that you need to use the same referral link that I have mentioned in this video. So apart from this, I do not have anything else with me to showcase at this point of time for this particular video. Until next time, you guys take care and stay safe. Thank you for watching the video.